Owen, tell me something.
Truman, did you know that the Panthers are definitely still not good?
Dahm, that's true. Well pointed.
Interesting. What makes you say that?
I can't think of words.
Yeah. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host of the most true with Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Bang.
Owen Dahm. And we'll see if we're joined by Adam. Are you all right?
I had a good sip of that Warhead soda. It got caught in my throat.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Down the wrong pipe. Yes. We're joined here by Adam. Adam, you're here today to help us break down the NFC South. You are, let's be honest, not an NFC South fan. But
Yes, sir.
No, he likes good football.
I will say, if there's anybody watching this show and you are a fan of the NFC South and we just don't know it, let us know. You can come on the show next year. You can break down the NFC South. It's one of the weird things. I don't know anybody who's an NFC South fan. And we've done this
I guess
for
I have
3 years now.
I have my uncle. My uncle's an NFC South fan.
Is he?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think we do this every year where you're like, I don't think my uncle wants to come on. I legit think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, he's a Bucks fan.
Yeah. Oh, man, that sucks too. Bucks fans. I've got a Bucks fan buddy, but I don't think he wants to come on the
but
show.
he's like, he started cheering like 05, so you can't really blame him.
Okay, well, all right. And that's when they were really bad.
Yeah, and then they got good with Phil Simms, and then they won the Super Bowl way back then.
Wait.
I
I guess they were really good in, was that 2002? Is that when they won the Super Bowl?
2002.
That's when they won the Super Bowl with Gruden, right? Spider Y Banana. Spider Y2 Banana.
Is that the play?
What?
Is that the play that won the Super Bowl or something?
No, it's just a famous, like, he always calls Spider Y2 Banana.
Yeah, because Gruden also has like famous like double stick left to right triple X ZQ corn cob Y blanket.
Something else I could take a sip of real quick. It's like just sitting in my throat.
Shit down
burning
here.
a
You
hole.
could grab a beer from behind it if you
Yeah.
wanted. There's a beer, any beer in that cooler you can.
Save my life.
Yes.
It's the
The
Warhead's,
Warhead soda wore him down.
it's fighting him back.
Yeah. Yeah, anything in there should be. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
good. Yep. Yeah,
But yeah, he from way back when. So I don't know.
Okay.
I think they did win in 2002 though. That sounds right.
I think, because I think it's Brady in 2001, 2003, 2004.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I think 2001 was the Tuck Rule game.
Sorry to all our NFL fans if I don't
Or-
know NFL trivia from when I was 5.
Maybe 2002 was the first year. It's like Super Bowl title was like 2002 or 2003, I guess, and then maybe the Bucks won. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm getting all crazy with it. Who knows? But that's the point. Is who knows? So if you are an NFC South fan, you want to come on at some point, let us know.
2003
But-
is when they won, and they beat the Raiders.
Did they win
in
for the 2003 season, or was it the 2003
Raiders were in
Super
the
Bowl?
Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay,
the
so
year
so
after
no,
they
it
lost
was, no.
Gruden.
So yes, it was a
09,
2000. It was in 2003, so it was a 2002 season.
Okay.
Because right here
Okay.
on this, it says that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the 2021 Super Bowl, but we all know that was the COVID year of 2020.
Okay, so that makes sense because then Patriots won 2004, 2005, and then didn't win another one until 2014, which makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, that's when that restarted. Okay, now it's all come together. I've got it now. I've pieced it all together.
Anyway,
Glad we
the
can do
NFC
that.
South fucking sucks, and we're about to break down every game.
Yes, and Adam is here, and we appreciate him every time. We appreciate you.
We also
coming
had
on.
to have him back after last year. We had to give him some credit.
After last year, after he was so high on Bryce Young
So high on
and
the Panthers, man.
Frank Reich.
That
and-
O-line, to be fair, was supposed to be really good, and it ended up being the worst in the league.
Yeah, and the coach. The coach was a little not
Yeah.
great also.
Yeah, that was
Fired in one. Fired. Didn't even make it the whole season. Fired
Wow.
before the season was even over.
How much do we blame on Tepper, the owner, too, for being
That's-
way too involved?
Also a bad owner.
Scoot
But-
Mike closer.
Yeah. Sorry. Joe's a little soft spoken when he's over there, so,
Yeah,
he
so,
always
like-
has it like right here.
Yeah, pro tip. You see the audio slider down there?
Yes, sir.
You want to be like, when you're talking, see how my voice is like peeking out right at the yellow?
Yep.
That's what you want.
Is this close enough
Yeah,
right here?
Yeah, you're in a good
Yeah,
zone
that's
there.
about
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Anyway.
We're learning today.
So we've got the spreadsheet up. Before we get too deep into this, I do want to thank the patrons over at patreon.com/opendisaster. Owen, name one.
Joe.
Name another.
Dylan.
Name the one that you called Adam.
Aaron.
Name my sister.
Skylar.
Yep. Name our friend.
Kansas City gift guy.
Yeah.
Oz.
Ozzy. And then also Mailbox Kansas City. Over
Also
now
our
in the Iron
friends.
District. Serving up melts, shakes.
Just get a Melt
Scoops.
Monster. Don't mess around. Get a cone or a Melt Monster.
The shakes are pretty damn good too, I will say. Okay, so as a rundown for how we do this, so me and Owen, we're the host of Dahm. That's true. He's Dahm. I'm true.
That's true.
We go through and we pick every single game, all 272 games. And the way that we do this is that we have already picked the NFC East, the AFC North, and the NFC West. If you want to watch those are still on our channel or on
Previous
on
3
Spotify
episodes.
or wherever you're watching them. Yes. So in the way that we do it, we carry over the predictions from previous episodes that we've picked. So if you can see here for Atlanta, we already have them losing, which a 0 is a loss, a 1 is a win. We have them losing to Pittsburgh and losing to Philadelphia. That's because we picked Pittsburgh to beat them on the AFC North show, and we picked Philadelphia to beat them on the NFC East
And
show.
we've decided as a rule that we are not allowed to go back in time and change picks once we've picked its final, which means that once we get to our division, it gets complicated because we're already going to have picked a lot of wins and losses in the division.
Yeah, we will pick the AFC West last, of course, because we are AFC West fans. We're big Chiefs fans, and that episode always goes a lot faster than we expect because we only have to pick it's 6 games for – well, we only pick 6 games for the Chargers, 4 games for the Broncos, 2 games for the Raiders, and all of our Chiefs games are already picked by the time we get there. So it's kind of fun. So we are this is about our halfway point, so it'll be kind of fun.
Woo, 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 woo.
All right. So also the way this works, so we will each pick it, and then the group decision is whichever more there was of. If there's two losses or 2 wins, the group will decide that is a win or a loss.
Yeah, so let's say Truman and I both pick the KC game as a win for Kansas City, and Adam thinks that Atlanta's going to win. We're still outnumbering him 2-1, so the group will decide that as a KC victory.
Yep, and so on and so forth. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to make sure we stick all of this. Hold on. I like to freeze a couple panes here. Just freeze this top, just so we know where we're at. Okay. So here we are. We're going to start off with Atlanta. Atlanta starts the season. Well, let's break down Atlanta just a little bit. So Kirk Cousins, obviously a huge addition there. Raheem Morris.
Yep.
Is the coach. He was the Rams DC, I believe.
I think so, yes.
Now I'm feel like, or was he the San Fran DC? He was one of their DCs.
They also got Zach Robinson as the new OC over there.
Where was he from?
So he was like a quarterbacks coach, I thought, at the Bears for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he was coming up with some good ideas. So anything's better than Arthur Smith.
That's true. Anything is better than Arthur Smith. Man, I am high on. I will be high on all of the.
Yes, he was the Rams DC.
He was the Rams DC. I will be high on all of the Atlanta Falcons this year for fantasy. I'm back in on Kyle Pitts, drafting him.
Drake London, Justin Jefferson Heights.
Yeah. Drake London's
Bijan,
probably
Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm. Bijan's a first-round pick. Drake London's a second-round pick. Mm-hmm. Kyle Pitts is probably a third-round pick. I mean, I'm in. I mean,
redrafted
legitimately.
7th-round pick, actually.
Oh, did you? Who? Kyle Pitts?
Yeah.
Are you keeping him in your keeper?
Fuck no.
Why?
Kyle Pitts?
If he was a 7th-round pick, that'd be pretty good.
That's right. Yeah. If it just goes.
Or
up
are you
to
saying
6,
like in the actual draft you would?
Yeah, in the actual draft, it'd be like a restricted free agent.
No, he would.
No,
not.
in the actual draft, he's like
He's
the
a
fifth,
bum.
5th to 6th, like is where he's at right now.
If he was
Did he get
drafted
0
by
touchdowns last year?
I think he got a touchdown.
He got like 2.
Yeah. Jody
Hey,
Fortson,
it's
same
a
player.
classic Falcons thing where Julio Jones gets 1,500 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Gets
So, I
tackled
mean,
15 times inside the 2-yard line or whatever.
exactly. The
Yes.
Falcons are cursed.
I am
Yes.
not falling into the Pitts hype again.
I am. This
I have
year
been
I am.
caught 2 years in a row.
I didn't fall into it last year. I
not
refused to
doing
fall into it last year.
Well, John Smith is still there, I think, right?
Yes, but hopefully
Arthur
he'll have
Smith is not there.
yes, he has a head coach that doesn't play the backup tight end more than the first string for whatever reason. And who went out there and said, "Oh, I don't care about fantasy." It's like, okay, that's funny and fine if you're a good coach, but you're a bad coach. You should care about at least something. Maybe at least make the fantasy owners happy.
You should care about putting the ball in your best player's hands.
Right.
Is what you should be doing.
They did. It's not Kyle
Absolutely.
Pitts.
Instead of just spiting people.
Wrong. He also ran Tyler Algier for maybe more than he should have.
Kyle Pitts is still a fantastic prospect.
Probably
as
still a
he is.
top 10 tight
He
end.
almost had 1,000 yards as a rookie. And then
Yeah, dude, he's a top 32 tight end for sure.
Oh my god.
You know
I
what?
hate you.
I'll give you that. He is a top 32 tight end.
Yeah,
I'm gonna draft
maybe
him.
maybe Noah Gray 31.
I'm gonna draft him, and he's gonna go off for 30 points when
He
I
better
play
not. He better not.
you. He is
Get the best ball.
because he's going off for 30 points every week. All right.
If he does, I'm gonna write a strongly worded tweet to you, Truman, on Twitter. That's my threat. That's all of it.
Over under set the over under for Kyle Pitts yards,
Yards
and then I'll bet it for $5. It has to be reasonable. It has to be a line that's
650.
over for sure.
No, I don't want to shake your hand.
Come on.
I'm not letting Kyle Pitts make me upset again.
If it's over 1,000 yards, he has to buy the jersey.
Ooh. Would you do that?
If I said it at 1,000 yards,
Yes.
and if he gets over 1,000, I'd buy his jersey.
yes.
Yeah, I'd do that. That's fun.
Okay. All right. I'll give you $5 if he doesn't go over 1,000.
There's no way he goes over 1,000.
Well,
You're just giving me $5.
Tweet it out and then I'll bookmark it. All right. Okay. Atlanta has the benefit of opening the season at home against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Owen have already picked this as a loss. We picked this as a W for Pittsburgh, which I find very interesting.
I'm against that. I think they're going to win on this game against Pittsburgh.
See, and this is we get into this where we're like, man, what were we cooking? What were we smoking here?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tomlin finds his wins where he can find them, but I think that Atlanta's going to be. They've already have a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
It's just over the past few years they've been mismanaged terribly.
Yeah, and I think
So-
that's I think our general thoughts about the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think whatever it was, I think we were like you were saying, Mike Tomlin has to get his wins somewhere, and we're looking at that schedule. We're like, I think this one has to be a W.
No, I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I want to do a quick double check, just to make sure I'm not crazy. Real quick like. Yep, we all picked this as a W. What the hell happened here? What were we smoking? All right, there you go. Okay. All right. The following week, they are at Philadelphia. It is on Monday Night Football. Do you think Philadelphia bounces back? And do you think Philadelphia is going to beat the Falcons in week 2?
Did you have Philadelphia losing their first game?
We have I just meant bounce back in general of the season.
Yeah. I mean, Kirk Cousins starts off. No, actually 2 years ago he didn't. So there's no precedent like that. I think they lose this game to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I think Philadelphia generally has the better team, and they're going to be better coached this year.
Yeah, and that's where we had it as well. So we also had Philadelphia winning that one. Okay, the following week they get to host Kansas City.
You already know. Don't
We're
even spend time
penciling
on
this
this.
in as a loss.
As a loss. Yeah, it's a loss. I think,
Mm-hmm.
man, me and Owen both have Atlanta opening up 0-3, which is tough. But on the bright side, week 4. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
by the way, that Kansas City game is on Sunday Night Football. Because every Kansas City game
Prime time.
is some fucking bullshit.
Is that one the overseas one?
No. The Chiefs aren't playing an overseas one.
I thought
we aren't?
I thought we
No,
played
we
in
aren't.
Brazil.
No.
I thought they.
Oh,
tried
no,
to
that's
screw us every
Philadelphia
year
that plays in
in
Brazil.
Yeah. Well, we got screwed every way else they could screw us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's Philadelphia and Green Bay in Brazil, and neither of them can wear green.
Samba.
I mean,
De
people forget.
Janeiro.
The
What?
schedule we had last year, there's a stretch where we had the least rest out of any team in the league,
Yeah.
and yet we still.
Well,
went on to win
that's
this
probably
league.
where
Well,
we lost our game.
Christmas schedule is kind of like that, where it's like Saturday and then it's Wednesday and then we play like
That's
Sunday.
the roughest one.
Thursday.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, it's like Monday night to Saturday night to Wednesday night or something insane
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
so rough,
It was awful.
man.
We had to play on fucking Christmas again.
You know what else is awful? Fucking New Orleans. This is an Atlanta win.
Yes, Atlanta hosts New Orleans week 4. I think this is their final bounce back. They open up they finally get that first W for Raheem Morris as the head coach.
I agree.
Yeah. We're not very high on New Orleans. We're going to see how it goes, honestly.
I
But
don't think they're much worse than they were last year, but I also don't think there's any benefit to being the same as they were last year.
right.
So if you're worse, you can actually build some draft capital and get up there, but no one tanks on purpose. So
Right.
it's just going to happen.
It's true. Okay. The following week, they are hosting Tampa Bay on Thursday Night Football. I think they're going to split the season series with Tampa Bay. I'm going to give this one to Atlanta.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, I'm there.
Owen's there as well. All right. The following week, they're at Carolina.
It's an away game for Atlanta.
Adams.
Give me the Panthers.
This feels targeted. I don't know.
Why? Why would we do that?
You have to pick some wins for Carolina.
Did you pick Carolina 11 wins last year?
No, it was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, it was too many,
It
regardless.
was too
but
many. It was a lot.
I'll see if I can pull it up. But
Actually, I've got another jersey bet for you later. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up.
Oh no.
Bryce Young, 4,000 yards.
He wasn't that bad. It's just
He
Carolina-
was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I'm not
but,
gonna
like,
lie. He threw a
his-
lot of pick sixes, which is
Technically,
a
he
bad
was
sign.
one of the worst rookies in NFL history.
Yeah, you
But
Yes.
it's
So
not
what-
his fault.
Right? Yeah.
didn't he have like a really good sack avoidance? Like he took a whole bunch of sacks, but like it's basically because he was pressured on like 60% of dropbacks or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous numbers. Like I said, the O-line ended up being one of the worst in the league.
Listen, I watched him. I watched him torch a good secondary in person. So
Can the Panthers win the NFC South? I think you had them winning the NFC South. Is maybe our
yeah,
issue.
dude, I think he had him at like 12 wins.
Let's see. Carolina Panthers. Let's see. How many wins did he have, Matt?
What's the
On the bright side, it's quick. It's quick to pull up the YouTube. Man, our clipping's a lot
I'm
better.
surprised you didn't already have this screenshot or something.
I
You didn't
know.
have the receipts pulled up.
Again,
just to kill
if
me.
we were actually prepared podcast hosts, that'd be good.
We're so prepared. What do you mean?
10 wins. You had him at 10 wins.
That's
which
actually
I
not-
think might have been.
High on him.
I want to see, like, so you
Did
definitely had him ahead of the Falcons.
My hand is just stuck to this
Oh,
tape.
okay, here you go.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's taped to
Thought it was a
keep the
cat.
cats from tearing up the chairs. You had the Bucks. Okay, we had the Bucks winning the NFC South last year.
At how many wins?
Or wait, hold on. Wait, did we have the Bucks winning the NFC South?
No, we had them losing by a good margin. We had the year that you guys had the Saints winning
Yeah, we did
Last
have the
year.
Saints winning. I'm seeing it now.
because it was first year Derek Carr,
They almost won.
second year Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara was still good. They're supposed to be good.
Mike Evans.
This is-
Mike Thomas.
I'm
was
getting
supposed to
frustrated
start.
watching my own self not scroll up on the screen. You guys ever been mad at your own self for not scroll up on the damn screen, idiot? What are you doing? You didn't even put the top 5 on the screen. God, that's frustrating. What an idiot. All right. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter. But yeah. Okay. So, at Carolina,
W.
Carolina has to get some W's. I think within the division makes sense. So give me this. Give this one to Carolina. You had Carolina.
No.
You wanted Atlanta.
Yes.
I want Atlanta as well.
You guys both want Atlanta. Man.
Seattle. I hate Seattle this year. They're gonna be terrible.
I
Yes.
disagree.
We both. Man, first year head coach. I think Geno Smith's on the decline. I think
No,
Tyler
Truman, you were
Lockett's
high
on the
on
decline.
Seattle. You said I was crazy. Last week you spent a whole bunch of time.
I
telling
picked
me,
this as an Atlanta W already.
Yeah, but you said you
Maybe it's
spent a
because
whole bunch
you were
of time.
so low. On
I think you were
Seattle.
over hating on Seattle.
I'm not over hating.
We can pull it up. I can
I
pull up
think,
how much
I
you were
think
hating
that's
on them.
pretty.
They got lucky to get 9 wins last year. They're going to get under 7.5 this year.
Yeah, you had them at 5 wins, which was
Yeah, that's
too low.
That's exactly where they're going to be.
I had them at 8, which feels
They're at a
reasonable.
minimum of an 8. I think they could be a 10-win team easily.
Yeah, they could if they were good, but they're not.
They
so
are good.
Oh, here's what I need to do. That's
See,
what I
they
need
have
to
a
do.
defensive-minded head coach who was one of the best defensive coordinators in the league
they
last
have
year.
a rapidly declining old quarterback.
No, he's not declining.
Baker
He's not
Mayfield?
declining.
Or sorry, whoa, Geno
Geno
Smith.
Smith. He's
I
not
do
declining.
think Geno Smith's going to.
I'm-
I think he's going to decline.
I'm writing him off. It's me.
Bro, if you compared him to all the generational prospects we have coming out of college, he's like generational among generational looking at his tape. Like, if
We've
that
all
makes any
seen-
sense, like he looks
We've
pretty
all
damn
seen
good.
the Tavon
Like,
Austin mixtape.
He did have a bunch of. He's had a bunch of throws. He's made the throws.
Really
which is
good
fine.
throws
Yes.
too. Yeah, he didn't have much time to throw because of Aaron Donald being in his face most of last year. But
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Feels like it. Okay, so Seattle.
Adam's gone.
Me and Owen did already pick this as Atlanta getting a W. What did you have this as?
I'm higher on Seattle than I am on Atlanta, so I think I'm going to give it to Seattle
Seattle and Atlanta even. In Atlanta even.
and Atlanta.
Interesting. They're at Tampa Bay the following week. I'm going to give this one. What I had them beating Tampa there.
Yeah, this is an easy Tampa win.
You have this one as a Tampa win.
Tampa win.
The
Tampa
NFC
win
South
for
is
both
going
of you?
to continue to be the worst division in football. No team is going to win away games. They're all going to lose all of their away games.
Second year Baker Mayfield. I'm going to give this one actually to Atlanta. I'm wondering if Tampa Bay is maybe going to drop off. You guys are going to see it later on.
They've
whenever
all
we get to
dropped
Tampa
off.
Bay.
They had like 7 wins, all of them.
Yeah.
They're going to do that again.
Well, I think Tampa Bay got to 9 wins. I think they were 9-8. I think they were above 500.
I thought the winner went 8-1.
Maybe.
Oh, the NFC South.
Yes.
I thought they got
No,
to 9-8.
'cause
I thought everybody
Tampa
else was
had
8-9.
9 wins, I think.
I think they were all 8-9 besides Tampa. Well,
Yeah.
and Carolina, of course.
I remember thinking, like halfway through the season, Carolina was still at like 2 wins. Like,
Mhm.
if they went out right now, they actually could win the division because of how bad everyone else was.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
my prediction could have held true, but no, they just kept losing.
You're like,
Over
now,
and
now's
over.
the time. Now's the time. Atlanta hosts Dallas the following week, November 3rd.
Yeah, sorry. Tampa won going 9-8 over New Orleans, who also went 9-8, but they had tiebreakers.
Nice.
Mhm.
So Dallas, they host Dallas the following week. I have this as an Atlanta W already. Owen has this as a Dallas W.
Yeah, Truman bit the insano pill, so he thinks
Kirk
Dallas.
Chains.
I
Kirk
think-
Chains.
No, I mean, I think Dallas is better, but this screams like Dallas fall off game. to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
we
I think
we pick
Atlanta
narratives
wins.
here on Dom. That's true, and that's what I was doing. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like when you're at Dallas, you're like, okay, well, they'll win, they'll lose the first one, they'll win the next couple, then it's hype, then it's Sunday Night Football, they lose on national stage, then they do this, and then so
Didn't they
that's
play Atlanta last year, or was that? I think maybe because there was one game where they literally had one of the lowest scoring games of the season.
oh yeah.
And I don't remember which one that was for Dallas, or they got like just completely walloped somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It was
No, no.
after people were thinking like, oh, these guys are a juggernaut. They're gonna go all the way to the Super Bowl. Every year it happens.
Yep. Let's see if I can. Oh well, be good to put in 2023. Following week they're at New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Loss.
Loss for Atlanta.
Yes.
I agree because they always split with New Orleans.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like they always split. I'm gonna call reverse split on this one. I feel like they're gonna reverse split it, where they win in New Orleans and then lose at home,
Mhm.
just because that's very.
They're
them.
going to be playing in 2 empty stadiums both times, so it doesn't matter.
Cowboys did not play the Falcons last year.
Okay, but there is one game where they just got completely destroyed by a team that was not supposed to
Was it the
do
Eagles?
that.
Uh,
Tampa.
Cardinals 28-16.
Oh, that one. Yeah, no, it's Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was way off.
Yeah.
Red
sure.
team,
Also 31-10 against the Bills.
Yeah.
Damn.
Following week they're at Denver.
Loss.
You have this as a loss for Atlanta?
To
Yes.
Denver.
I have this as a W for Atlanta.
Atlanta's still not good enough.
I think they're going to be good enough.
You want to count how many W's you have real quick?
Me?
Yeah.
5 in a row for sure. 6, 7. I'm at 7-4 entering the bye week. Owen has him at what's the inverse?
4.
Owen literally has him at 4-7, while I have him at 7-4.
Good.
Adam has him at 5 wins, and
I
depending
have
on
6, I think.
was it 6?
Yeah,
Did
I
I count
think
wrong?
so.
1, 2, 3.
No, you're right. 5.
Well, it might be 6 depending on what you pick here.
Oh.
I think the Broncos are bad, so yeah, it'll be a win for the Falcons.
Yeah, actually,
There you
I forgot how bad Denver's going to be. Yeah, change that.
Their
Oh,
defense is
coward.
good, but
Yeah,
like,
cool. They have
that's like
nobody
it.
at quarterback.
I mean, they lost Justin Simmons too, which is
Yeah.
huge. piece.
Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, and fucking
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, the worst quarterback room maybe of all time.
So I have him at 7-4. You have him at 6-5. Owen has him at 5-6, entering their week 12 bye week. They come out of the bye week. They host the Chargers
And lose.
and lose.
Yes.
I have Atlanta winning. I don't think the Chargers are going to be good this year. I think they're a year or two away. I don't think Harbaugh
You're
can
gonna
turn it
end
around.
up putting Atlanta at like 11 wins.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make it a loss. Actually,
You're having this as a loss?
I am.
Okay. How about 9 wins instead? Any reason why?
Yeah, because I mean the Chargers are going to be so focused on that run game,
Mm-hmm.
and while Atlanta does have a solid front seven, I don't think that they're going to be able to keep up with that.
Okay. I can see that. The following week, they're at Minnesota. Revenge game for Kirk Chains. I have
This is
Atlanta
W.
winning this one. Sadly, I do have to pick Atlanta winning this one as well, just because I think Minnesota's going to be
Yeah,
bad.
Atlanta can win
Yeah.
this one. No, they can't. Just kidding.
You have Minnesota?
Yes.
Hater.
Who knows if Kirk is even going to be starting that game?
Oh God. Oh man, I haven't picked it too many wins. You're right.
Actually, no. Change my Minnesota to a win.
Okay.
I need
It's
that
a
win.
13-win Atlanta season.
Yeah. The following week, they're at Las Vegas. I'm gonna have them drop this one.
To Vegas?
Yes.
To Vegas.
To Vegas. Yep.
That's likely going to be like a 2 to 3 win team.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. No, they're beating Vegas. It's
Okay.
Vegas.
Well, of course. Oh, and don't pick them for too many wins now.
Dude.
I'm not.
Okay, this is a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they lose.
I think they lose at Vegas.
Yes, because they're going to have Max Crosby and Jordan Wilkins in Kirk's face, beating the shit out of him the whole game.
Again, it's one of those where, and I think we said this on every episode now, but even the teams that you think will be good won't be 14, 15 win teams. They'll be 11, 12 win teams.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's hard to get that many wins.
And even the teams that are bad aren't going to win 3 games or 2 games. They're going to win 6 games and 7 games. And they're going to be not even close, but you're going to look back and be like, you know what? That wasn't that bad of a season.
Panthers with 2. What was it last week? last season?
2, yes.
2.
Yeah, they were that bad, to be fair. But there's only one team that's going to be that
Yeah,
bad.
like 0-17 is very difficult to do. Well, it's just like the Lions and the Browns pulled it off, right?
Yeah.
On
And that was
purpose,
even before the 17 game season. So, following week they are at puts on Minnesota. I don't know what's going on. The following week they host the Giants, December 22nd. Me and Owen have already picked this as a W for Atlanta. We are very low on the Giants.
Yeah, W for Atlanta there.
Mm-hmm. The following week they are at Washington, the Commanders. I had this as a W. Owen has this as a loss.
This is a win, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So, my question here on the last week of the season is: will Atlanta already have this division wrapped up?
No. In your opinion, yes.
Oh my god.
At 11 wins, I do think Atlanta is going to have this wrapped up. So I'm going to have this as a loss, and Carolina's playing to get like their 4th win. So
Carolina's winning this game anyway, so.
what?
Yes.
I disagree. This
The
is
NFC South is
W
terrible.
for
They're going
Atlanta.
to split all of their home and away. That's what I'm picking.
I think Atlanta has to keep their starters out for this one because they're contending with Tampa for the division.
You think Carolina keeps their starters out, or you think?
I think both teams keep their starters out because like this is going to be the game.
in the game?
Yeah. Like,
yeah. Sorry.
Like
yeah.
if Tampa, well, I mean, are they? Do I have them splitting with Tampa? I forget. I think I do.
Tampa.
Yeah, 0 and 1. Okay,
Yep,
I do have them splitting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had them splitting with. Okay, with New Orleans too.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Yeah.
I still think it's a win for Atlanta, just because they're gonna have to win the game to win the division and make it.
Oh wait, I said they were gonna flip these. Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, give me a loss because I said they're gonna lose at home to New Orleans, win on the road at New Orleans, which means I can change this Carolina to a W. I'm gonna fit you as well. Okay, 11 wins I think feels right.
All right.
I think that feels right for Atlanta. I think Atlanta is a playoff team this year.
I think they have great potential.
Yeah, that's my pick to win the division. I know we're early on in the episode, and I should say no. Stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But no, I do think that it'll be. I think Atlanta.
Yeah, it can be
this
Atlanta
division.
at 8 wins. Yeah.
By the way, if you comment, we will try to like, or we'll at least like it, and we'll try to respond to comments. I've been trying to respond to comments. Somebody was giving us a hard time for not thinking the Rams are going to be very good, and to that I say, what? This person also had Stafford as their best player in the NFC West, which is wrong. That is wrong.
Of course, it's Brock Purdy. I mean, like, how do you look past
Stafford isn't even the best player on the Rams, man.
Brock Purdy isn't even the best quarterback on the Niners, bro.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, man. He's a tier 1 janitor instead of 2.
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
He's a top 10 quarterback in the league.
Oh,
who's also a janitor.
He's an NFL
Yeah,
playoff.
who's also a janitor, yes.
He's a Super Bowl losing quarterback for sure.
Hang him in the Hall of Fame. I've seen enough.
Mahomes has made a lot of them.
Put him
I'm
in the
not gonna
rafters.
lie. This guy had like staff. He had multiple Rams in his top 5, which is how I know that he's wrong. I was like, that's incorrect.
I
Incorrect.
can see Cooper Kupp if you see a resurgence this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my top 5 would be Stafford, McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Fred Warner, and Bosa/Murray. Tie. He said, and if you forced me to pick, I'd pick Murray. If you think for some reason that Nick Bosa and Kyler Murray are even playing the same sport, that blows my mind. I think you're a Rams.
It's a
Dick Rider,
different weight
just a little
class entirely.
Just doing tricks on it at that point, honestly. That you're a Niners hater for sure. But yeah. Oh no, this wasn't even the guy. Sorry, this is a totally different guy. I'm combining two guys.
Truman's flaming the wrong guy.
Yeah, but I'm still flaming that guy for putting Stafford as the best player in the. He's the
he's
best
good.
legacy. He's the best shot at making the Hall of Fame right now of those players. But no, actually, sorry, Trent Williams is a slam dunk Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my bad.
100%. I mean, Christian McCaffrey at this point too. He could hang it up now.
Yeah.
He'd be fine.
Somebody's calling you out for Owen out for still not knowing that the Raiders have picked up Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did do that.
Okay.
Okay, you just apparently you keep forgetting that.
Oh no.
Here it is. You guys are
Battling
you
it
are
out
all
with Aiden
you are all tripping on the Rams. I get liking the Cardinals this year, but you think they're clicking enough by week 2 to beat LA? You keep justifying them losing to bum teams by saying surprises happen and bad teams win games, but then you barely give the Rams any wins when they aren't favored on paper. Keep hyping up shiny new toys like Stroud and Love and playoff chokers and underestimating McVay and Stafford.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Aaron, you just lost the best player in the history of the Rams franchise.
Yeah. I said, I think we know who McVay and Stafford are already. I think Stroud and Love are ascending. I think Stafford is who he is and maybe getting a little worse. I don't think they have the pieces around him to help. But McVay's a great coach. He's made us look foolish before, and he might do it again. That's what I said.
Aaron Donald no longer exists. You're going to lose a lot more games because you're not getting pressure on the quarterback.
Covering my
End
errors.
of story.
Aaron Donald got Thanos snapped.
Yeah, he's not there. He took a double team every game. Now you have to have essentially
Which
two
is
more
crazy
linemen.
because he won, like
Yes.
at a very high clip. Those double teams.
You know
he
who's
won.
not going to win though? Carolina in week 1.
Carolina's not going to win much this year. I'm not going to lie to you. Carolina, did they get better? They did get better. They added Xavier Leggett.
They can't possibly get worse.
They also got Deontay Johnson.
That's right. I knew there was another wide receiver.
Yeah,
So they've given Bryce Young no more excuses,
and
really.
Jonathan Brooks as the running
He's
back
got a
that they
full other
drafted.
year of excuses if he wants.
Who's Jonathan Brooks? Is
He's
that
a
the
running back they drafted in the second round.
from where?
I forgot which college, but he was
He's not
the
Texas.
first one taken.
Is he Texas?
I don't think so.
Was he?
Who?
Jonathan Brooks.
That is not from Texas.
He tore his ACL close to the end of the college season. But he's still the best running back in the draft.
Jonathan Brooks. No, he was Texas.
Was he? Okay. They also picked up Jatavion Sanders, the tight end from Texas, who
Really?
probably has some of the best hands of a tight end in his draft. So
Interesting. But not the best mind.
not the best mind. That belongs to
Jarrett Wiley.
Ben Sinnott.
Also, I guess that's fair.
K-State product.
Was Jarrett Wiley the second tight end taken? Am I crazy?
No,
No.
Jatavion was. Wait. No, Ben Sinnott was second, I think, actually. He was up there.
Yeah, that's right. He was second round.
Yeah,
I think
and
he
then
was.
Jatavion was taken in like the fourth, maybe?
I think Jarrett Wiley was taken in the third or the
We took him
fourth.
in the third. We took him over Jatavion?
All right, now I'm questioning it. Who was the Chiefs' third round? Yeah, it had to have been Jarrett Wiley, right?
Yeah, because we took Swamatea in the second.
We saw Sumatia at the airport.
Suamatea. Yeah, I keep saying that wrong.
We
It's
saw him
just-
at the
We don't know if we're saying it right. To be fair,
Yeah.
Jared Wiley, not Jarrett.
I know,
an
I'm
idiot.
saying it right. It's Sumatia.
Suamatea.
Suamatia.
Yeah, I know I'm probably saying it wrong.
Yeah, we saw him and we weren't sure. Tina pointed it out, and me and Owen were like,
We're like, man, that guy doesn't look big enough. Then we got closer. We're like, yeah, he's pretty big.
Jared
Like,
Wiley
and then
was-
we saw he was wearing all Chiefs like shorts, and then he had a backpack that had the number 65 on it with the Chiefs logo. And I was like, oh yeah.
That's
60.
And the other side said
62 or
DL.
64.
Yeah, because 65 is Trey Smith.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's 64.
Unless you just saw Trey Smith and mixed
No,
the
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
It just had a number on it. I don't think it was.
It might have even been 5 something.
Yeah, it was definitely 6.
Okay.
64, yeah. O line, yeah. It said
Mm-hmm.
OL and then like 64. And we're like I was like, Truman, that's definitely him.
Yeah.
Well, because Truman was like, he's got a ukulele. And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
It was
it's
almost like
it's part of the
stereotypical where I was
heritage.
like, I can't be him. No way. He was sitting
Hawaiian,
down.
man. Like-
He wasn't sitting in a chair. He was like sitting on the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been to New KCI.
Yeah.
But when you go back to like Southwest, it splits and there's a store and there's like a ledge under the glass. And he was sitting down on that ledge.
Yeah.
So he was kind of scrunched up a bit. And that didn't help us realize that he was a massive human being, you know? So Jared Wiley's picked in the 4th round. What was the other guy's name?
Jatavion Sanders.
Tavion?
Yep.
Jay Tavion?
No, it's Jatavion.
Like J Tavion?
J-A.
No Y,
Ja.
just Jatavion.
Sanders. Yep, got it. Okay. He
Just
was
the job, bro.
Just the Ja.
picked 4th round 101. So
101.
they were both in the 4th round. He went before.
Okay.
You know what's going in my first overall draft? Carolina losing week 1 in New Orleans.
let's recircle back on this. I agree.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm with you on that. Well, I think we're all in on that one.
They're also losing week 2 to the Chargers.
I'm actually going to...
No, you're not. Stop it.
I'm going to support you on this one, yes.
Okay, good.
By the way, Carolina has one game that is not... they have one primetime game, and it's in Germany.
Not even in the States, man. They're getting...
That is TUFF tough.
Are the Panthers getting deported?
They're essentially getting the same treatment that the Arizona Cardinals got, which is that there's
zero.
They don't even have a Thursday night game.
Oh my god.
Like,
I mean, this is gonna be.
Who is it that loves a game in London? Is it the Jags? Do they always win in London?
yes, the Jags always play in London like every year.
They need.
I think this is gonna be a weird one where the Panthers win this one.
Okay, I could see it. I mean, again,
not week 2.
Bad teams. Bad
Week
teams.
5? Yeah. Week 2?
No, see, they're gonna have
You're
early game
man.
plans.
You're a Bears hater. You got to calm down on
So
that.
they have Canales as their
No, I
new
don't.
head coach.
I do not need to calm down on hating the Bears.
They have Canales as their new head coach, and he was the OC for Tampa Bay last year.
Wow.
So
Prolific offense.
no, I mean honestly, with what he had,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only a Hall of Famer.
and a half an O line,
Yeah.
so it's
true.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield's
Don't
not bad.
disrespect my
Built it with a
my
box
goat.
of scraps.
I mean, that's just it. I think Canales is going to have game plans ready.
Speaking of box
for-
of scraps, Gardner Minshew, apparently, that I needed to remember.
Yes, Gardner. Yes.
Yeah,
oh, and
Carolina's
don't forget,
winning.
Carolina's winning against the Raiders.
In the toilet bowl, yes.
I have them losing against the Raiders. I don't think Bryce Young's going to pan out. I'm willing to say it. And that has to come up. So it's going to be one of those things where if they start off 0-4 like I have them, there's going to be rumblings. There's got to be rumblings of, okay, what are we doing with
They
Bryce
could lose
Young,
every
you know?
game this year, and he's still suiting up next year, Truman.
No, that's not true.
I doubt that, but
He's on like a 5-year
they
deal.
only need to win 7 games for him to suit up again. That's all they need to do.
Win 5 games, you think?
5 games, they might draft a guy in the 3rd round. I don't know. It's not a good quarterback class next year,
No, that's
really. So
What are you talking about?
I
Will
got a win
Howard's in
here,
that
though.
class next year.
Shadur Sanders.
Howard
What do you mean?
is.
Will Howard might be a top 10
You know
pick.
what? Yeah,
I would-
let's watch him go off.
What if he
Let's
cooks
see.
at Ohio, if he cooks at Ohio State? He could be of day one.
He's like top 5 for Heisman odds.
You know what? Yeah, let's just pull a Joe Burrow, and all of a sudden, in the last year of your college
if
career,
Will Howard makes me cheer for Ohio State, I'm gonna be sick.
To be fair, Will Howard last year is probably about as good as Joe Burrow was that year before, where he was like,
before he was really good.
he showed flashes and he was fine. Will Howard right now, man, I don't like. The weird thing about Will Howard is it's all rhythm throws.
Mm-hmm.
It was this year, and so if he can learn how to make reads, if he can learn how to get to the second guy and the third guy,
Mm-hmm.
like so many times he'd hit the back of his drop and he's like, I got to throw, and he'd force a ball, and it would work for like the first like couple drives, and then by that third drive they're jumping the route right when he plants that back foot, and so I'm interested to see if he can get over that, then he could make a Joe Burrow leap. I don't know.
I mean, we saw him improve drastically between the first year we saw him start games and
Oh, trust me, I ate a lot of crow
Skylar
for
Thompson back up.
that one. Will Howard tied for 4th best odds, by the way.
Really,
Yes, he's tied
that's
with
crazy.
Nico. Wow, man. Ayamaliva
Don't know.
and Jalen Milrow as well.
Really, he's the Tennessee guy, right?
No. He's the Alabama guy.
Oh, you're right.
The 3 in front of him are Dylan Gabriel, Carson Beck, and Quinn Ewers. So quarterbacks from, was that OU? Or no, Dylan Gabriel's at Oregon now. Carson Beck's of Georgia, of course, and Quinn Ewers is Texas. Owen, how do you think you say that name? Owen's my name guy.
Where?
You'll see it.
Oh. Bamaliava.
That's definitely an I, because it's a last name. That would be it.
Yama.
It would be a capital L. It'd have the L.
So Yamaleava.
No, that's what I'm saying. You pronounced it like it was a capital L.
Oh, it's Yamaleava.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yamaleava.
Wow.
Yamaleava. Yeah. Also, probably Pacific Islander.
Yeah, probably, I would assume. Okay. So all that to say. Why were we talking about this?
I don't know.
Oh, weak quarterback class next year.
Oh,
yes.
W for Carolina, by the way, for me on Vegas.
On Vegas? You have them winning at Vegas as well?
I do. Yeah, I think they're going to focus on the quick game with Bryce Young this year.
Speaking of quick game, the next one.
Thunk, 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 thunk,
0.
thunk. Yes.
Yeah, loss.
Yeah, loss. Hosting Cincinnati. Me and Owen have already picked that as a loss. The following week, they're at Chicago.
Loss.
I have this as a loss as well. I'm high on Chicago. I know Owen's going to hate. You're a hater. Say it. Say it. I don't think Chicago. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. Did you see that he asked for something that everybody always asks for on their contracts?
No, Truman. Nobody ever asked for that. They made it very clear in the article that no rookies ever gotten that and that none of them asked for it.
It's not that they've never gotten it.
I'm missing this.
He asked.
I know that he's never gotten
He asked for a no franchise tag guarantee in his rookie contract, which rookies do not ask for.
Why not
That's
ask for it?
unreasonable either.
He sounds like he's got a
No
good
one
agent.
has ever gotten one ever.
So ask. Just ask for it. I think it's a
ridiculous.
nothing.
That's what
I think it's a nothing
generational
burger.
QBs do.
Here's the
is
thing:
they break standards.
I think a lot of people probably ask for that, and they just say no. But it's probably a standard thing where you're like, "Can we negotiate this?"
Well, did he
And
get
they
it?
go, "What? No, he
Fuck
didn't
no.
get it."
Yeah. Okay.
So why does it matter? It's a non-story. There's plenty of things that people ask for in contracts
Anyway,
that
I
the
mean,
team goes,
Chicago's
no.
still winning this game because Carolina's bad.
Okay, so you're okay. So you do have Chicago winning this one,
Yes.
even though you're that much of a hater.
You know what? No. You've convinced me. Change it back. Carolina's winning now. Thanks, Truman.
Yep, I got you. The following week they host
Do this
Atlanta.
every game until you have them going 10-7.
Yeah. The following week they're hosting Atlanta. I have already picked this as a Carolina W. You guys have already picked this as a Carolina loss.
Agreed.
The next week they are at the Commanders. I've picked this as a Carolina W already on our NFC East episode. Owen has picked this as a loss. Adam, it's up for you.
Carolina win, actually.
Correct. The following week, man, I also smacked the hell out of the mic. I'm sorry for anybody who got smacked there. At Denver.
Easy win.
Easy win for Denver. Yeah, correct.
Wrong. Denver might win 1 or 2 games this year.
Hater.
Yes, absolutely. Don't say hater
You can
when
be a
it's
hater on
Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson, and Bo Nix.
They have to win some games. You
You
know
don't
they
know
do.
anything about Bo Nix, to be fair.
I know he's a bum. He's a Pac-12 quarterback. He's not going to pan out.
I think one of those guys could be better than Russell Wilson was last year.
No, absolutely not.
And it's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix probably is the best shot, yeah. That could be Zach Wilson. What if that mountain air? He got married.
Yeah, so he's
What
no
if
longer,
he
he's
what if he
losing
settles down and becomes a good quarterback
He's
now?
losing his MILF Hunter aura, dude.
Win for Carolina, please, on this one.
Interesting. All right. The following week they host New Orleans.
Easy win.
I'm giving this one to Atlanta, yeah, as well.
You mean
Or Carolina, yeah. I think again you have to have some wins, and I think this is where.
Loss.
Yeah, this is lost.
I do. Yeah, I think that the Saints are a retirement home, and they know how to get in people's heads.
Damn, I really chose the Giants over Carolina.
Yes. The following week is the Munich game. Me and Owen have both already chosen the Giants on the NFC East episode.
I'll take Carolina on that one.
You'll take Carolina as well? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have him at 3 wins going into the bye week. Owen has him at 4 wins.
Double
I got
this
him at
season.
5. I'm still higher on Carolina than both of you.
Correct. Incorrect. You have them at 5-5 going into their bye week at week 11. You have them at 500. I think that's wrong.
I think they're gonna lose out. I don't know.
Owen, what'd you have? You had 4 wins.
4.
You have them at 4-6. You feel good about that?
Yes.
Incorrect. 3-7 is the right number for them to be at the bye week. That feels right, doesn't it? Saying Carolina 3-7
Look at their
at week
schedule
10.
coming up though.
Oh, I know. I know it gets worse.
Yeah.
But Carolina 3-7 at week 10 sounds magnifique. That sounds perfect.
You know what November 24th
You're joking.
hosting
Don't
KC
even.
sounds like? It
An
sounds
L.
like an overtime game where the Chiefs win.
A fun fact: I will be there. So
At the game?
yes, in a suite. I want you to factor in that I will be in Carolina with people who do not know ball.
Oh, fuck.
Who don't know ball.
Oh,
We'll be in
no.
Carolina for that game.
Yes, I work for a company who represents a company that has an owner suite that has a really big suite at the Carolina Panthers Stadium. So we get to take work clients out to that Kansas City game so I get to go for free essentially.
Why not take advantage of that?
Right,
That's crazy.
It's gonna be
That's cool.
Chiefs game. There's gonna be golf. It's gonna be free drinks. It's gonna be all sorts of crazy stuff. So, what I'm saying is that
Truman's going to be downtown with people that don't know ball, which historically does not work out well when Truman and I don't watch a game together.
it's a weird thing for me and Owen is if we're not watching the game together for whatever reason, it'll always be
poorly.
bad or crappy. I was in Chicago with Tina's family, who certainly does not know ball, on Christmas whenever we had that terrible game against the Raiders. If you remember the first time it happened, which is this is the origin story, is that it was what was that, 2022 against the Colts
When I was downtown.
when Chris Jones got that inexplicable whatever he said to Matt Ryan.
When he said honky.
He had to have called him a honky.
Something, man.
He had to have called a cracker or a honky or something. And we can say it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's our word.
But he had to have said something because they threw that me and Owen were. I thought Owen was going to be coming to the bar that we normally go to. Owen did not go to that bar. So I was just sitting there. Me, Tina, and Joe showed up. And we were just sitting there like, I wonder when Owen's coming. And then eventually, like, first quarter, I call Owen. I'm like, where are you at? He's like, I'm downtown watching the game. I was like, what? He's like, we've settled into a rhythm where we're normally watching the game. And I was just like, you're downtown with your friends who don't know ball? And that has become a meme now, especially because we lost that game. And there's been plenty of times that we have not been together and we lose the game.
We found out that Lake with people who don't know ball is still fine.
The Lake. Okay. Lake is good.
I was in Chicago for the playoffs, to be fair.
I think the important thing is,
And we
Truman,
survived.
is at the times that we've lost when you've been downtown with people that don't know ball, you weren't able to watch the game.
Yeah, that is true. That Christmas game,
Because very clearly where we watch affects the game.
I was like cornered by one of Tina's family members, and they really were kind of like wanting me to lock in on the conversation. And so I put away my phone, and then I talked to them for a bit, and I opened the phone, and I see that the Raiders are kicking a field goal or the extra point. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? And I see that it was whatever. They come back. I put my phone back away. I talk for a little bit. I open up again. The Raiders are once again kicking an extra point, and I'm like, I must have not caught up to live. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm live. I was like, what the fuck? And then I see it's the pick six. I'm like, oh my God. So I get it. So yes.
All that to say, how are you picking this game?
I'll still be there. So it's a Carolina loss. I'll be at the game.
Of course, the Chiefs are
when
beating
somebody's
the
at
Panthers.
the game, we're fine.
It's hard to not pay attention when you're at the game.
Although one time I was at the game with my dad's friends who do know ball, and we lost. Because I was at the Chiefs-Bills game when Mahomes double-clutched that pass to Juju Smith-Schuster at the end, and the Bills picked him off, and they won.
they're not gonna be there.
No. So, yeah, I think it's a Carolina loss. Carolina loss, on?
Carolina loss.
Yeah, of course.
Carolina loss, Adam. All right, following week, Carolina hosts Tampa Bay.
Easy win.
Easy win for Carolina?
Yes, everyone in the NFC South is going to be splitting the season series with everybody else in the NFC South.
Okay, I will give this one a win as well for Carolina.
Loss.
Loss for Carolina. I think that's fair. The following week, they're at Philadelphia. Me and Owen have both picked this as a loss already.
Loss.
The following week, they host Dallas. Me and Owen have picked this as a loss already.
It's a loss.
Yep, we don't need to
The
spend too much
following
time.
week, they host Arizona. Me and Owen have picked this as a loss already.
That's-
Owen is, by the way, is incredibly high on Arizona.
I'm high on Arizona.
I mean, I think they'll be good, but I think this will be a long, drawn out game. But I still think it's a loss.
Yep.
They have Marvin Harrison Jr., man.
The
They've
following
Adam Thielen,
big Adam Thielen.
your
guy.
goated receiver that we should have traded for.
We
last
should
year.
have. We still should have. He was what we needed. We needed the Chris Conley, Adam Thielen type. I said it over and over again. And then Chris Conley had a great game.
Won the Super Bowl. We didn't need anybody else. I'll say it. We won the Super Bowl by the hair of our chinny chin chin. We didn't need anybody else. we had the just the right amount of players.
Yeah, we had my scrote, McCole Hardman. I'm so sick that he caught that touchdown pass because you were here. We were all sitting here, and he scores that touchdown. We're all celebrating,
No, I wasn't here for
and
that.
Truman.
Oh.
Were you here?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Anyway,
I'll
Truman.
make it next time.
Truman made sure to make
Well,
eye contact with me,
So
and
this
point
year
at
I will be in Orlando when the Super Bowl is going on. By the way,
I'll see you
So you might have to really.
Yeah, I'll just be. And I'm kidding.
You're going to be at the Ashtray conference as well.
Yeah, let's just go.
So you might have to help Tina host here.
Oh, is she still going to host?
She doesn't know that yet. I want her to keep hosting because if you don't host one year, then somebody else is going to host, and then everybody's going to want to go there next year.
An established tradition.
You kind of have to, yeah, exactly. You have to establish, like, we're the Super Bowl hosting.
Well,
house,
you're also New Year's.
We're not New Year's.
Not anymore.
We went to my buddy's place for New Year's. Normally we go to
Yeah, I
that
remember
buddy's
that.
place for New Year's. That's my high school friend's tradition.
But yeah, you doubled up on New Year's 2 years in a row, though.
No. We only went to the one. Okay, beside the point. That's what I'm saying. So if you come this year, if we host, you're certainly welcome to come this year, Adam. But
Right.
I feel like we invited you last year, but if we
I don't
didn't, I'm sorry.
remember
Oh, well.
if I got an invite or not, but I don't know. I was at a different party anyway.
Okay.
So it's
As long as you were somewhere. As long as you weren't sitting there at home like, man,
Yeah,
this is
that was
criminal when I fucking invite. All right. The following week after the Arizona game, they're at Tampa Bay. I will pick this one because I gave them the home game against Tampa Bay. I will pick them to lose on the road at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
You want to realize something right now? You have more wins for them than I do.
Correct.
They're not-
0, loss, loss. I have to guarantee it.
That's fine.
Loss.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've picked the Carolina Panthers at 4-13. Correct. Adam has picked them at 5-12. Could also be correct. And Owen, wrong, has picked them at 6-11. The group has picked them
Yeah.
at 5-12.
No team ever improves from a 2-win season.
We've
I
all
have
picked them
another
to
jersey
improve.
bet. I have a jersey bet. If they get 8 or more wins, you have to get a Brock Purdy jersey.
Fuck no. I don't.
not
I
even
was
the
gonna say
team.
Bryce Young, but that didn't sting.
No,
enough.
I'm not risking it. I'm not risking having to own a piece of toilet paper worth $200.
How many wins would it have to be?
11.
11? Oh God.
No
They're not
way.
gonna make it.
Yeah.
What if they win the division? I think that's a fair.
I don't want it to be
because they could win the division.
I don't want it
at
to
9
be
games.
possible.
You should let.
No.
You think
Come
it's
on.
possible?
I
You
already
think-
have one that's.
I just want to set an impossible line.
We all just.
Already,
I'm scared.
I already bet a $200 bet with you.
I won't stand on business.
Hey, to
That's
be
you.
fair,
That's what you sound like.
make it a DHK jersey.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
these
yeah.
are all DH games.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
regardless.
it's $20. Like,
I'm not buying full. I'm not buying $150 Kyle Pitts jersey. I mean, you are, but
No way, I'm not.
he's going for 1,000.
say shake on the NFL shop. Like,
Hell no. The thing about the NFL shop is they're worse jerseys when
Truman
they come
is
in.
still-
yeah,
that's
no,
really
they are
true.
worse. Yeah, DHK's actually better.
They're
somehow.
stitched jerseys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would I get that? Okay.
Official jerseys are good. BP is held up. I just kept drawing it. So
You're trying to defend your. It's because your parents got you that jersey. I know you're trying to.
fuck no, I bought that.
I thought your parents got you the. They got you a jersey. They
Yeah.
got the Sammy Watkins jersey.
No.
Your
I
parents bought
purchased-
you a jersey.
Yeah, they buy me Tottenham jerseys because I get that for Christmas.
I thought they bought you. Never mind. Whatever.
No,
Doesn't matter.
I've purchased all of my Chiefs jerseys. That's
Also-
why they look so bad.
Shout out Evan getting the custom Byron Pringle jersey and it coming Byron
Pringle.
Pringle jersey
Pringle.
or Pringel jersey.
Pringle.
yeah,
Pringel.
EL. Very funny.
Yes. Okay. All
I
right.
got my BP 13 back in 2019, baby. Wore that shit in San Diego.
I got my Felix jersey last year. Every time I wore it, we lost.
I also got my Felix jersey. I also every time I wore it, they lost. Too.
Yeah, so.
Did you
I
get
wore
a
it twice?
red or white? What do you got?
I got red.
I got white.
The curse of the Owen jersey continues. Tottenham traded. Tottenham. Yeah, I essentially traded Pierre-Emile Højbjerg today.
You got it.
No, it's, just,
yep,
it's
yep.
2 years.
Nobody
it's
gives-
it's
nobody
a
gives a
2-year
shit.
limit.
Who cares? Who cares about soccer?
I only get 2 years
Nobody
of
gives a
wearing
shit.
my jersey
Nobody gives a
with
shit.
their name on it.
Yeah.
You know who people do care about? New Orleans, and they care about them
Do they?
opening at home against Carolina because we've already all picked this as a Saints W.
Yeah.
The following week, though, they are at Dallas. Me and Owen have already picked this as a loss.
Yeah,
Loss.
For NFC South, they have to play the NFC East this year.
Yeah.
Also lost.
Yeah, New Orleans hosts Philly. You have this as a loss.
Yeah.
The following week, they're at Atlanta. I've already picked this as New Orleans W. You guys have all already picked this as a New Orleans loss. I think that's fair.
Correct.
The following week, New Orleans is at Kansas City.
Loss.
Truman's gonna pick this as a win because he's a maniac, but they're losing.
This feels like the dumb game. right?
Patrick Mahomes.
There's a stupid game every year.
Owns
We
the
only
NFC.
do that against the AFC South. That's it.
That's true. But the NFC South has
Patrick
it's
Mahomes
ripe.
owns the NFC.
Not for the
Truman.
Saints.
Because there's no because the only team we're playing from the AFC South this year is the Texans. So there's no way that we right?
You know what? I think this is a Rashid Shaheed game.
Yeah, he
Big
could be
Rashid
cooking.
Shaheed
He's
game.
cooking Joshua Williams over there. Interesting.
Exactly.
He's not cooking.
Oh, and what were
Speedy
you,
First of all, it's
as
going to
hell.
be Chikamari Connor.
oh,
Second
and
of all,
who are you picking here?
the Chiefs.
Okay, you're picking the
Jamari
Chiefs.
Patrick
Connor's-
Mahomes owns the NFC. The entirety of the NFC.
I haven't picked the Chiefs to lose a game yet. This
They've
is
lost.
my issue.
Patrick Mahomes has lost to the NFC like twice.
It's okay to be a homer. It's all right. You're
He's
gonna be
lost
right
to the
more often than
NFC
you're
like
wrong.
twice.
Yeah, that's the benefit of being a Chiefs fan.
He doesn't lose to the NFC.
If we pick him to be 17-0, they're probably at least going to win 12 to 13 of those.
I don't think Mahomes loses this game, like at all.
He doesn't
Man.
lose to the NFC.
I think Tyrann Matthews on the decline, and we embarrass him.
Okay, I'm literally going to look up.
He's lost to the Eagles last year, brother.
Yes, that's one of the only games he's lost to the NFC in the regular
He
season.
also lost to the Packers last year. He lost to 2 NFC teams last year.
Yeah, I put money on that Packers game. That was a mistake.
Man, I'll tell anybody who will listen, and this will come up on the NFC North episode. I think we're doing NFC North either next week or the week after that. I'm high on the Packers because I think Jordan Love is one of the only quarterbacks where I'm like, that guy beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That guy looked like he beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And there's so many games where I'm like, the Chiefs lost. The Chiefs gave that game away. The Packers, I felt like they beat the Chiefs. Although they did hop on MVS's back there at the end. So take that for what you will. That was pretty egregious.
Yeah.
They didn't call.
Yeah, they did. No, that was a frustrating game, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
We let a lot of shit slide.
Okay. In his first season, Patrick Mahomes only lost to the NFC twice.
You can just stat muse this,
I'm on Pro Football Reference.
but you can stat muse
Wait,
it,
I can stat muse him against the entire
I think.
NFC.
He's got like 5 losses to the NFC. I
I'm
think.
telling you,
Mahomes
yeah,
is
it's
20
not
and
a-
5 against the NFC.
Is how many?
20 and 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
said
doesn't
it. I was
fucking
perfect.
lose.
You're right on it.
He doesn't lose to the NFC. 2 of those were in 2018.
Can you name? That is true. Can you name the 5 losses?
Yes.
Tampa.
Seattle.
Seattle.
The
Green
greatest
Bay.
game ever played.
Yep. The Rams.
Yeah, Rams, Green Bay,
Philly.
and Philly. Yeah, it's just those 5.
Oh no, he lost another game. Sorry, he's actually. This is regular season. They're not
okay,
counting.
so Tampa Bay doesn't count then.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another game.
Yeah, so
That you're not thinking
Rams, Seattle, Green Bay, Philly, and one more.
This is fun. It'll be funny once you remember it. You want me to give you a hint?
No.
You want the year?
Sure.
2023.
Oh, we did
This
it
last year?
Yep. Once you think of it, you'll be like, "Oh fuck, I remember that."
It was one of the dumb losses, obviously.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh man, there's almost like a title for this game of how bad the thing that happened.
Lions.
What?
Lions.
The
the
Lions, the
Lions.
Kadarius Toney game,
Yep.
the 6 dropped Kadarius Toney game.
Yeah.
Where
Also, no Kelsey, no Chris Jones.
That
Yes,
means
also
Mahomes has lost to the NFC in less than half of his seasons.
yeah, but he lost to over half of his he lost over half of his NFC games last year.
Cool. When he had the worst wide receiver core he's ever had.
He also played 3 NFC playoff teams. To be fair,
He doesn't. He's
to
not
be
a
fair,
fucking
if you're an
losing
NF, that's funny. If you're an NFC team who's beating Patrick Mahomes, you're going to the playoffs. Every NFC team that has beat the Patrick Mahomes went to the playoffs.
Yeah. The
Or he
Seahawks
lost to
went.
them in the
The
playoffs.
Seahawks went. Yeah.
Seahawks went, Rams went,
Yeah.
obviously
went.
Lions, Eagles, Packers went last year.
Yeah.
He's only lost to the NFC in 2 seasons out of 5.
Are the New Orleans Saints a
18.
playoff team?
18, 19,
no.
20, 21, 22, 23.
No.
2 out of 6 seasons.
All right, you're right.
He doesn't lose the
Okay.
NFC.
The Saints aren't a playoff team, so the Chiefs will beat them. It will be an ugly fucking game, though.
It won't. We're going to win by 14 plus.
Interesting.
Derek Carr with a worse supporting cast.
Xavier Worthy
Yes.
game.
So I'll set the line for you at
9.5.
10.5. I want the extra.
That's fine.
Okay. Tweet it out.
They're at KC, bro.
Oh fuck. Oh no, I thought they were at New
Didn't
Orleans.
think about that.
Womp. That's too bad.
At 10.5 is still a fine line. I
This
think
is
that's fine.
Xavier Worthy game.
Ooh. Against that old ass man, Marshawn Lattimore? Absolutely.
I think so.
Also,
Well, I mean, I think
Honey
Marshawn's gonna
Badger's
beat
still
him
there.
up on the line, but I don't think he's going to get the chance because of the movement we're going to put on the line to get him free.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Following week, New Orleans hosts Tampa Bay, October 13th. It's coming off of a Monday Night Football game. Something to consider.
Is it? Oh,
I bet you the line of that
Actually,
game
this
is
is a-
Chiefs minus 14.
This is a
I
Saints
think
W.
14.5. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
10.5
That's
feels 10.5 feels right for that
The
game.
Chiefs are going to be so good this
Honestly,
year.
I bet I set a great line. I'm really feeling good about that line, honestly.
Yeah?
Okay, so
I feel great about that 10.5 line.
You're talking yourself into that one. I
We're
don't
not
know.
only a touchdown favorite on a neutral field.
I think so. I think lines just simply don't get to 14.5.
They do when you're playing New Orleans.
No. Not
How
this
many
New Orleans team.
the Chiefs had
Not this
several
New
that were
Orleans
like
team that will
last
be
year.
not a 2-3 New Orleans team. Not a 2-2 New Orleans team going into Kansas City. That's 10.5. That's 10.5 written all over it.
Okay, well, I'll be taking the over. Anyway, they are beating Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch their win and losses. So loss here, and then they'll win the next.
They're
one.
beating Denver.
Gotcha. Denver at home. Yeah, I'll give this one to the Saints.
Agreed.
The Ghosts are back.
At the Chargers, I'll give this
Loss.
one to the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers.
By the way, that Denver game was a Thursday night football game. November 3rd, they're at Carolina. I've already picked this as a loss. Owen has already picked this as a loss. You've picked this as a win. The week after that, they host Atlanta. I've picked that as a New Orleans win, and you guys both picked this as Saints wins. Wrong.
Yep, correct.
The following week, they host the Browns. Me and Owen on the AFC North show already picked this as an Atlanta W. Or a New Orleans W.
That's right.
Loss.
Loss.
I think Stefanski's too good of a coach to lose to.
Cleveland
New
just needed to
Orleans.
lose some games. So.
That's fair. Coach of the year twice. Okay, so I have them at 5-6 going into their Week 12 bye. Owen's got them at
5-6.
5-6, and Adam has them at no way. That'd be so fun. Oh, 4-7. Damn it.
Tough.
Which I think is fair. And the group has them at was that 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
Truman,
4.
You've got
5.
something LA wrong. They don't play LA twice.
Oh, this is probably the Rams then. Probably not the Saints, or probably not the Chargers. Fuck. Which means hold on. Yep. I
It's
see.
either the first one or the second one.
Yep, something's wrong here. Damn it. I did it too quick. I was rushing. I was pushing. NFL standings. Who are we talking about? Saints?
Orleans?
Nolans. They play the Chargers on October 27th.
Got that grilled shrimp. Call me Nolans.
And they play the Rams.
Shout out to Kites.
They do have the Rams, which means that I've got a...
Ooh, with the win today, the Royals move up to second in the Central.
Oh, they passed the Twins?
Yep.
The Twins are on delay, though, so they might get repassed by the Twins.
This is a loss to the Rams, by the way.
Yeah, let me see what Owen and me picked. Hold on. Where's the Rams? Rams.
The Twins have 3 games in hand.
Rams.
There they are.
Okay. I've picked this already as a Saints W. Owen has picked this as a Rams W. What did you have? You had Rams?
I had Rams winning this one.
I think I'm just not big on the Rams. I know the comments were already mad at me, but I'll say it.
Sean McVay, I mean, it's like Mike Tomlin. He's not going to get a losing season.
Except for last year and the year before that.
How many wins they have last year? They had 9, I thought.
Did they?
Yeah.
Away. Wow, they had 10 wins. They went to the playoffs?
Yeah, they did.
I did not remember them being in the playoffs.
They were good. I mean, people are just so low on the Rams right now.
Yeah, I am low.
I am low on the Rams.
They're
Dude.
better this year than they were last year, and that's even with Aaron Donald gone.
How did they get better?
So they had O-line improvements.
Okay.
They also added to their secondary. Cooper Kupp is going to be fully healthy coming back.
He only ended up missing like 3 games last year.
But he never played right.
I know. I
Yeah.
guess that's true.
So he'll be fully healthy this time. The Bionic Man is back. And Kyron Williams and Blake Corum as the running back tandem with a better O-line is going to take some pressure off of Matt Stafford so he can do what he wants.
I think for me, what I'm keen on is that Stafford's going to get worse. I think I'm not high on Stafford at all.
He could fall apart.
That's my because it's like Manning, it's like Brady, or not even like Brady. It's like Manning, where at any point that drop off could happen, and it's like Drew Brees. Stafford runs into the Drew Brees problem where Brees, I feel like his injuries just caught up with him eventually.
Yeah.
And his body was just broken down where he couldn't throw the
He was
ball
like
more than
43 when he finished too.
yeah,
man.
and he couldn't throw the ball more than 30 yards or
An
whatever.
insane run.
Yeah. I don't believe in Stafford that much is my issue. So, okay. But the following week, the Saints are at the Giants. I've already picked this as a Saints loss. Owen has picked this as a Saints W.
That's right.
God, I'm so low on the Giants, but Brian Burns knows how to get through the Saints. I think this is a Giants win.
Correct. The following week, they are at home against the Commanders. We've already picked this as a Saints W.
This is a toss-up. This is a coin flip.
Toss-up!
This is a coin flip. Heads it's Saints. Tails it's not. Flip a coin, please.
Wait, before you look at it, what are you hoping it lands on?
What am I hoping it lands on?
That's how I do my coin flips.
I want the Commanders to win this one.
Then pick the Commanders. Let's do it then.
We'll pick the Commanders. But Sirius said heads, so
doesn't matter.
All right.
That's what I do. Is I'll do heads or tails, and I'll flip the coin. And when that coin's in the air, your body will want it to land on something. By the time you're ready to look at it, you're hoping something is there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what that coin is at that point.
I think the Commanders are a youthful team with a new quarterback that's going to have legs for days, and I don't think the Saints, the geriatrics, will be able to keep up with them.
Fair enough. The Saints are at Green Bay, Monday Night Football, December 23rd.
Yeah, we know.
I think the Packers get an early Christmas present and get a fat dubski over the Saints.
Yeah, this is an L.
The following week, they host the Raiders. I'm going to give this one to the Rams.
This is a revenge game.
To the Saints. Sorry.
This is a revenge game for Derek Carr.
Oh, this is the Derek Carr revenge game.
Yes, it is. So, yeah,
absolutely.
This is a W for the Saints.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to the Saints.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is terrible.
Oh, God. At Tampa Bay, the final week of the season, I'll give this one to the Saints. Or, sorry, the Bucks. I have them perfectly under 500.
Yep, me too. It's
Zeros,
so perfect.
Yeah.
Zeros across the board.
Make them tie with the Panthers for bottom of the division.
8-9 is so perfect for New Orleans. I think I have everybody at 8-9 so far. This is awesome.
Yeah, me and Owen have an 8-9. Adam has them at 5-12. The group has them at 7-10, which I think is fair. So yeah, wait, I do want to check. Who do you have? Let's see. Let me freeze. Let me unfreeze. Okay, so you had the Saints at 8-9. Owen, you had Carolina at 6-11.
Oh, that's right.
And you did have Atlanta at 8-9.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Somebody's got to win this division, Owen.
No,
Is it Tampa Bay?
No. It's tiebreakers, which we're not going through. So.
Yeah, I'll do it whenever we get to the end. I'll put together all our playoffs teams.
It's just group records, right? And hopefully that's not a tie too.
No, he means actual tiebreakers.
Oh, okay.
You have to go through each game and pick out who wins the division if they all get 8 wins.
Yeah, I'll do that at the very end, whenever I'm because I'm gonna also go through and make the sheet. Last year, going through every single sheet, trying to get it. I know that I don't know if our records were exactly correct the way I picked them. So this year, I'm gonna just extrapolate all this out so I have every game picked onto one sheet. So me and Owen can figure out who that is.
For funsies' sake, if we get it down to an 8-8-8, I want it to come down to a coin flip situation. Obviously, they've tied in touchdowns, yards, away yards, points given up, points against, points for.
Okay.
The impossible coin. You know how it works?
No.
So tiebreakers, eventually, if they're tied in literally everything, get down to a coin flip. You can technically.
I don't think divisions do.
Yes. Because it has to come down to head-to-head, which means it's tied in a division.
I guess, yeah. There's probably something, but I have my doubts though.
There's a whole bunch. It's basically impossible to get to a coin flip.
Yeah, because you have to have exact same yards, same everything.
Yeah,
right?
watch. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so NFL tiebreaker rules.
I've got it open, yeah. Pulling it up. All right. To break a tie within the division, head-to-head, best win-loss record against games in the division, best in common games, then best within the conference, strength of victory in all games, strength of schedule in all games, best combined ranking among conference teams in points scored and points allowed in all games, best combined ranking among all teams in points scored and points allowed in all games.
That's step 8.
Best net points in common games, best net points in all games, best net touchdowns in all games, and then it's a coin toss.
So if you're tied in literally all of those things, then it comes to a coin toss.
That's impossible.
Yeah,
I wonder if the closest anyone's actually come to that though.
I think it's. I'm pretty sure it hasn't even gotten
because the
to
draft
step 3.
Because the draft gets to a tiebreaker really quick.
Yeah. I don't think it's even gotten to step 3.
No, I doubt. No, it has. It certainly came down to tiebreakers between common opponents before.
So, but yeah,
That happens plenty.
but it hasn't come down to step 4.
I think it's also gotten to games within the conference.
What's the
Games within the
farthest
conference, absolutely.
NFL?
Yeah, I wouldn't be
tiebreaking
shocked if
procedures
it's.
have gone.
I'm not sure it's ever gotten to strength of victory in all games. That feels like it hasn't.
All right, this is asked on Reddit, so someone obviously found this.
Okay, I was like, Reddit's actually probably a good answer. I was like, that's gonna be
Raiders and Niners had to do a coin toss for draft picks 9 and 10. Nope.
No. Chiefs had to do a coin toss for Eric Fisher, Luke Jokel.
In 2002, Patriots,
pretty
Jets,
sure.
and
We won
Dolphins
that
tied for first place in AFC East. The Jets won the division based on the 4th tiebreaker, best record in common games. In 1997, Steelers won the AFC Central over Jacksonville, based on the 5th tiebreaker, tied in head-to-head competition, division record, conference record, and record in common games. The Steelers finally won out based on better net points.
Oh, so that's when it was older like that. They had different tiebreakers because net points is number 10 now,
Oh.
or it's net points in common games.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
then
what I
it's
got
net
to. That's
points
what I
in
got
all.
to.
Yeah, but that's now step number 9.
It's crazy if they had that step after the coin flip. Like, what happens if the coin flip is even? Like, how do you?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
right?
what is
How
that,
many times are we
Mousetrap, where that happens?
How many times are we flipping the coin? That's the question.
Yeah, I remember in a movie, Mousetrap, these 2 guys are like the mouse exterminators hired to get this mouse right.
Oh yeah.
And they flip a coin to see who gets the bed, and it goes,
I remember that.
and
yeah.
then they sleep in the same bed. It's
That's
funny.
right. Okay,
Instead of just flipping it again.
final team to break down. We have Tampa Bay.
Ew, yuck.
Baker Mayfield's still there. Mike Evans sadly came back. I thought he was a Chief
1,000 yards every year.
every year,
Pencil
guaranteed.
it in.
What's crazy, and I tell this to everybody, if you look at Mike Evans' like game chart, he's had like 3 or 4 games in his like 11-year career where he's had 0 yards.
Yeah.
It's insane.
He's got like 60 yards in like most of his games.
He has a catch in so many games. Yeah, it's like he has not had a catch in like 3 or 4 games. He's had like 1 catch in like 2 or 3 games, and he's had multiple catches in
In
every
all
other
of
game.
those games when I had him in fantasy, the first year that I had fantasy football team, probably.
Yeah, right.
Chose Mike Evans. He did ass for me that year. Somehow still got 1,000 yards. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Mike Evans is he's also kind of mastered that also of being ass, but somehow still getting to 1,000 yards.
Just
Where
in
you're like, man,
fantasy,
Mike
though.
Evans is bad this year.
Just in fantasy.
Yeah.
Because he's very
Half the
good.
time it hasn't been his fault. He's had fucking Jameis and other guys throwing.
That's
to
what
him.
makes it even more impressive. Yeah, it's been fucking Jameis, Baker. He had 3 years of Tom Brady, right?
Oh yeah, bad Tom Brady.
Or 2 years.
Old Tom
We had
Brady?
1 year of good Tom Brady. He had 1 year of like 4,400
Excuse me.
yard Tom Brady.
He had what?
He had 1 year of like 4,400 yard passing Tom Brady.
Yes,
He
the first
had
year.
higher than that. He almost broke 5. He was like 48 something.
Really?
Yeah, it was an impressive year for Tom Brady.
Did Tom
Oh,
Brady
and then he
only play
lost it
2
to
years on the
Rodgers,
Bucks?
yeah.
No, he played 3 years on the Bucks.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His AB was final year.
Yeah. No, that was his second.
AB
final year.
broke him.
Yeah, AB ruined that relationship.
Yeah.
AB might have had sex with Giselle.
What if?
I know he said it, and which means that AB probably didn't do it. But what if?
It did
That
come
being
up in
said-
the roast, it's
What if
probably
Tampa
true.
Bay played Washington in Week 1 though? What if? Oh
They're
shit!
gonna
My
win.
dreams came true.
Me and
gonna
you
win
would
this
already.
game.
Me and you would have already picked Washington to win, or Tampa Bay to win this game, and Adam is picking
Tampa win.
Tampa to win this game as well. The following week they are at Detroit, September 15th.
Loss.
Loss.
I think Detroit's going to be good.
Yes, they're
Hot
going to
take.
be good once again.
The following week they host Denver.
Yay! Easy
W,
win.
yes.
I love
Win.
choosing Denver losses.
The following week they host Philadelphia. Me and Owen have already picked this as W's for Tampa Bay, which is interesting.
I don't know why we did that.
I think it's a loss.
I think mostly to piss off Josh, probably when he's on the show.
Probably.
October 3rd, they are at Atlanta, Thursday Night Football. Me, Owen, and Adam have already picked this as an Atlanta W. The following week, they're at New Orleans. Me and Owen have picked this as New Orleans W. Adam has picked this as a Tampa Bay W. I think you did the
Why
flip.
the fuck do we have Tampa Bay beating Philly and Baltimore?
Oh, that is interesting. October 21st, Monday Night Football. Maybe it's because it's Monday Night Football. The lights are too bright.
It's a loss.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
October 21st. They host Baltimore. Me and Owen already picked this as Tampa Bay W's. You have this as a loss for
loss,
Tampa Bay? Are you
yeah.
sure? You know what? I'm going to do a double check, make sure I didn't write that algorithm wrong. I'll fucking stupid. Okay, all right,
Can't
whatever.
change it now.
Nope, no, we can't. And that's right. No, we can't. The following week, October 27th, they host Atlanta. I already picked this as an Atlanta W. You guys both picked this as a Tampa Bay W. Following week, they're at Kansas City.
Lost.
That's a loss.
Loss.
The
NFC team visiting KC.
That's also on Monday Night Football. Jesus, we played two NFC South teams on Monday Night Football this year.
That's kind of crazy.
God, that's worthless. That's just fucking worthless, ain't it? Holy shit.
They get 6 days before they face San Fran. They have a shorter week against San Fran too.
Yeah,
After getting the crap beat out of them by
which
KC.
of course I've already picked this as a Tampa Bay W.
Truman's got Tampa Bay beating the Giant Killers.
Yeah, I have Tampa Bay beating the 49ers as we all
And
should.
Philly and Baltimore.
Owen has Tampa
Loss.
Bay losing to the 49ers. Oh, wrong. What do you have?
Loss.
Oh, wrong. Okay. So going into the bye week,
No.
going into the bye week, I have them at 5-5. Perfect. Owen has them at
5-5.
5-5, and Adam has them at
4-6.
4-6.
Again? It's happening again.
4-6 going into their week 11 bye. They come out of the bye week. They're at the New York Giants. Me and Owen have already picked this as Tampa Bay W. W for Adam as well. The following week they are at Carolina. Me and Owen have both already picked this as a Tampa Bay loss. You picked this as a Tampa Bay W.
Wrong.
The next week they're hosting the Raiders.
Win.
I agree.
Dude, Gardner Minshew could really spin it.
Here's the
Last
thing.
time as a starter, I believe 1-15.
Here's the thing. Gardner Minshew kind of looks like a pirate. Something to consider. This is basically a home game for Gardner Minshew. That is something you have to think about in this.
He'll feel at home saying "yar" when the cannons fire.
That man looks like a pirate. Put an eye patch on Gardner Minshew.
He keeps calling me a little ass boy.
He's going to little ass boy. Give me Tampa Bay still. It's pirate on pirate crime here, but give me Tampa Bay. The following week
I have him beating Dallas, Philly, and Baltimore.
What are you doing, dude?
Killers.
What were you doing? What were you cooking?
What is he building in there? They have so many wins. What am I doing?
They are at the Chargers. I'm going to pick this as a loss
Yes,
on December
loss.
15th.
Yes.
Win.
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 Are you low on the Chargers?
I'm a little low on the Chargers.
He's got him on a 4-win streak.
I do.
Uh-oh.
I need him
There
to
were
catch up.
wins.
We're going to have
I needed him to catch up.
wins.
No way. Are they rounding into contenders?
This is a loss.
They're at Dallas the following week. I have this as a Tampa Bay loss. Owen has this as a Tampa Bay W. You have this as a loss for Tampa
Loss.
Bay?
Yep.
Fair. The following week, they host Carolina. We already all picked this as a Tampa Bay W.
Oh, okay, that's fine, actually.
10.
The final week of the season, we have it as they're hosting New Orleans. We already picked this as a Tampa Bay W.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I have them at 9 wins. Correct. The group has them at 9 wins. Correct. Owen and Adam both have them at 10-7. I am at 9 and 8.
So
and
if
the
we're
group
doing
has
it
them at
based
9
off of group wins, Atlanta wins the division because they have 10.
So group is 9. It's 9, and then it's
Okay, I have 10, 8, 8, 6. That's fine. That's so fine.
I have 10, 5, 5, 10.
That's wild. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that's wild. I also picked Tampa Bay at 10 wins.
Okay. So I have Tampa at 10, or we have Tampa at 10, New Orleans at 7, Carolina at 5, and Atlanta at 10. Oh shit. So then we've got to figure out who's.
Wait. No, Tampa you had at 9, right?
Do we have at 9?
Yeah, for a group.
Okay. Oh yeah, we did have at 9 because the group is correct.
Yeah, so Atlanta. So I think they both make the playoffs, honestly.
There's no way a 9-win team makes the playoffs, Adam.
They did it last year, right?
Yep, they did last year.
A 9-win team made the playoffs?
Pretty sure, yeah.
And beat somebody.
Yeah, Tampa didn't
Oh,
have
Tampa.
10 wins.
Tampa beat Philly.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes. Correct. No.
Yes.
But, oh yeah, but Tampa was the 9-win team, but they won
were.
the division.
Yeah, because of some bullshit.
That was the 4-seed, 5-seed game when Philly just fell apart and was still a 5 seed.
There could be a lot of cannibalizing in the league this year, especially in the NFC. So
That is true. Okay, well, there you go. That's it. I have Atlanta winning the division. You have Atlanta winning the division. The group has Atlanta winning the division. I think Owen
I had a tie technically.
I definitely have Tampa winning the division.
does have Tampa winning the division.
I had a tie, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know what the tiebreaker would be for my
Just
own.
choose in your heart.
I will. Atlanta.
You'd give it to Atlanta over Tampa?
I do.
I have Atlanta. You have Atlanta. The group has Atlanta. Owen has Tampa.
That's right.
There you go.
I like being different because that's going to shoe in me winning the pick'ems again. Let's go. Let's make it a 4, Pete. I've never lost.
I think I won that first year.
The very first
The
year?
first year, I think we stopped keeping track because it was on paper and it was fucking
Yeah,
hard
we
to
fucked
keep
it
track.
up. But I'm pretty sure Truman was winning, but I had closed the gap significantly.
Yeah, I was up big, and then you were closing the gap a little bit.
I had
By
like
the end of the season.
I had like
Yeah.
Oh shit.
3 weeks in a row when I went 11-5 and Truman went like 7-8.
Yeah.
Well, 7-9.
I could go 7-8 if two teams have the bye week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Top 5 players in the division. Top 5 teams in the division. Name them. Top 5 players in the division.
All right.
We do this every year.
Let's together.
Interesting. So the NFC South, man.
I'm going to forget so many good players.
Yes, you are.
Are there any though?
God. You even still put Cameron Jordan on that
No.
list.
I don't think you do. I think
Adam's gonna flex on us. He's gonna flex his ball knowledge. I just got a feeling about it.
I'm scared.
Oh. Man. Hold on. I'm thinking through it. I'm cooking a little bit.
Yeah, I'm cooking too. I think I think I'm nailing down kind of what I want to be there.
Are we including quarterbacks? Or
Yes.
Are we? Okay.
Yep.
Of course, we're including quarterbacks.
I don't really like my list right now, though.
No.
I've got names, but
Right. Yeah, I don't even know if I really like my list that much anymore.
Oops, that player's not in the division anymore.
Okay. Who'd you pick?
I was gonna say Brian Burns, but he's definitely on the Giants because Adam mentioned that earlier.
Yep.
I got one defensive player on here, and I hate that.
I've got one as well, and I'm scared. I don't have the right one.
I can't even name one.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I'm fine with my list now. I can go first.
I don't think I put Cameron Jordan in my top 5 anymore. I think it's just too old.
Yeah,
All right, you guys
I
ready
agree.
for my top 5? I'll go first like normal because
Do it.
I like it this way. Truman, you ready to write down my picks?
No.
You can just hand me the keyboard.
Hold on. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'm almost done.
I kind of cooked, kind of, not really.
Mine are out of order.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna say them in the order in my head, but I wrote them down. out of
Yeah,
order.
okay.
Not allowed.
Just name somebody, Truman.
I got it. I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready to write down your picks.
Okay. I have one honorable mention. Doesn't quite make my list.
What?
I know.
That's you. That's
Yeah,
what you sound like.
That was a good imitation. Everyone will know who you're imitating.
Yep.
J.C. Horn is a
Okay.
good corner
Okay.
for Carolina. Makes my honorable mention list.
Okay.
At number 5, Baker Mayfield.
Isn't J.C. Horn spelled like Jaycee?
Correct.
Weird.
Yes.
Anyway, Baker at 5.
Okay.
Baker. All right.
At number 4, Drake London.
Okay. Interesting.
At number 3, Marshawn Lattimore.
Okay.
At number 2, Mike Evans.
Okay.
And at number 1, Big Kirko, baby.
Kirko Chains.
I
Absolutely.
think like just bare minimum. There's just not too much. I mean, you could get Algier in there for Mayfield maybe. But I just think Kirk Cousins is still the best player.
Insane.
He's an MVP, isn't he?
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, didn't he win an MVP?
No, never won MVP.
No, he was in contention last year until he got hurt.
Yeah, he
he
had a
was doing-
hot start.
Oh my god!
For
he
as
was a
bad as
hot
they were
starter.
doing, yeah. They were losing all their one-score games, but he was
carrying
going
his team
crazy.
to those losses. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Kirko.
He was doing like Mahomes 2018 numbers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Big Kirko number
Big
one.
Kirko number one.
Fair enough. All right.
I just don't know the NFC South players anymore. They're all a billion years old.
Fair enough. Okay.
I just can't put my guy Cam Jordan up there anymore.
That's funny. I got you.
I tried last year and then he underperformed because he's old.
All right. I'll go next. I don't really have any honorable mentions. I struggled to find 5 teams, honestly. 5 players. We always leave the guest to go last just because the guest will drop knowledge on us where we're like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that guy. Oh my God. All right. Deontay Johnson, number 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
A solid wide receiver in, the other division. So why not have him be good over here?
I forgot one.
Number 5.
Oh my gosh, I forgot one.
I feel like I did too, the way you're saying it. Number 5, Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's what I forgot.
Oh, that's the one you forgot? Okay. Number 4, Chris Olave, sorry. Real solid guy.
Yep.
Really feel good
That's
about
who
him.
I forgot.
Number 3, and this is controversial. Bijan Robinson.
That's
fuck
not
me.
terrible
Old
either.
Bijan Mustard himself. I like him. I like him that high.
I don't hate
I
that
think
either.
he looked dangerous, and I think with a real coach, he's going to be good.
He won't get picked over.
Number 2, Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a
Yep.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
I
don't know. He might be the Hall of Very Good.
No. 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons, 12 straight, whatever it is. It's going to be one of the more insane
Yes,
it's
but
like
have you seen his 1,000-yard seasons?
I don't care. He's
They're
also
all like 1,084.
he's
yards.
also won a Super Bowl, and I feel like he's probably got an All-Pro or something in there too.
He's
Here,
been a
I'm
dominant
gonna look up
player
Mike
for a
Evans
long
seasons while you
time.
keep going, Truman.
Okay. Number 1, Kirk O'Chains.
Yes, Big Kirko.
Big Kirk O'Chains, yes. I don't. If I were the Vikings, I'm not sure I would have moved on from him. It was
at
always
least
a
keep him.
weird. Everybody always has a weird relationship with Kirk. I don't know how to describe it. Nobody's willing to commit to Kirk, but they still all love him, and he's like a reasonable guy to commit to, but they don't want to commit to him.
Every
Okay.
team he goes to, he says, "I'm gonna retire here."
Yeah.
So
This is it.
He's the Owen Dahm of teams where they're like, no, I don't know if I want to
Mike
commit
Evans,
to you. Or
10 seasons, 11,680 total yards.
Yep.
1,051, 1,206, 1,321, 1,001.
Mhm.
1,001 yards. 1,524, 1,157, 1,006, 1,035, 1,124, and 1,255.
1255. He had his 3rd best season last year. That's crazy.
he
Two
did.
2 All-Pro teams. I feel good about that. And Super Bowl champion.
He had
2 second-team All-Pros, to be fair. But
he tied his career high with touchdowns last year as well. 13.
no, he tied for the league lead. That's why it's bolded. He
Yeah,
had
but that was also
he had
also
14 touchdowns.
tied for
2021.
tied for his second best season.
I thought you said his best season.
No, his best season was 2 years ago.
Okay. I think Mike Evans is in the Hall. I think.
Oh,
it's-
absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not so sure.
I mean,
10
whether he's
seasons,
first
all
ballot or
1,000
not,
yards.
Like first ballot, like whether he's first ballot or not is the only question.
Yeah.
Like it's either he's getting in one
But
way.
he's
or the
not
other.
doing things that wide receivers haven't done before.
Is Philip
He's
Rivers
the only one that's done this.
Philip Rivers a Hall of Famer? Probably, right?
He's
I
the
don't know.
only one that's had this streak of 1,000.
Phillip
yard
Rivers and
seasons,
Mike-
though. He's
Phillip-
the only one.
He's
Philip-
the only one that's had this consistency.
Philip Rivers and Mike Evans shake hands in the man. I don't think they're getting in first ballot, and I'm not sure second ballot either, and they might not get in at all.
What do you get? 5 chances at it? 5? I don't know how many chances you
I
get
don't
at it.
remember, but he's going to be.
I think
he's
they're
gonna
both
be
getting
there.
in.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
they both get in. I don't think Eli gets in.
You know who else Philip Rivers shakes hands with?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Whoa.
Call of a lot of children, both of them.
Oh, yeah. Antonio Cromartie. Fucking Josh Jacobs.
Don't you ever,
Xavier Howard.
don't you
Xavier
ever,
Howard, yeah.
ever put some bum like Philip Rivers near my impregnation goat, Antonio Cromartie.
Also,
That man beat 2, count them, 2 vasectomies.
Put him in the hall.
also Patrick Mahomes said he's done having kids.
Really?
I think somebody said that he said like 3 we're done. He said we're done after
He's
that.
got-
Yeah, maybe he has the Antonio Cromartie genes and he can bust right through those 2 vasectomies.
Listen, if any player could, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
true.
Patrick Mahomes can beat any vasectomies. He could vasectomize the doctor trying to vasectomize him.
It's like a reflect, you
Yeah.
know, is reversing a card kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got dick pain. Yes. All right. So there's my 5. Deontay Johnson, Chris Olave, Bijan Robinson, Mike Evans, Kirk Cousins.
I actually have 4 honorable mentions.
Okay.
Drake London's there.
Whoa.
Levante David,
Okay. Okay.
Vita Vea,
Yeah.
Tristan Wirfs.
Oh, a little lineman. A little lineman.
Little
The
O-line
lineman
action.
Shangle.
Then we're going to start off number 5 with Jesse Bates, safety for Atlanta.
Yep.
Okay. Bates the 3rd.
Yes, sir. It's very good. Then I'm actually going to go Mike Evans here.
Okay.
I think just as long as he's in the top 5.
I think if you're talking about performance, that's going to be this year. I think that's fair. I think we're projecting the Hall of Fame. Mike Evans a little bit here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And then Chris Olave for number 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got Bijan, number 2.
Yeah, and who's number 1?
Kirko.
Big
Kirko
Big
James.
Kirko.
He's very good. He's
He
very
is.
solid.
Yeah.
He's not a Hall of Famer either, but he's got to win a Super Bowl.
If Philip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, I think Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Famer.
I don't think that's true.
I think they have
I
similar
think
stats.
you're confusing.
I don't
what
think
Kirk
I am.
Cousins' stat line looks
I
like.
don't think I am. Kirk Cousins is consistently a top 5
Pull
yards.
up Philip Rivers. I'm pulling up Kirk Cousins.
Just do it on comparison.
Oh, can you do
The
comparison
stat use. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
on Pro Football Reference?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Like it's like a compare head to head.
Oh no, I'm fucking Philip Daniels. Who the fuck is that? That's a coach.
Yards 0, touchdown 0.
Oh, is there only one L? Oh, that's annoying. You know what? Keep Philip Rivers out of the Hall of Fame for just having one L in his name.
He doesn't have 2 L's.
No.
I'm
He
sure
does
we
every
could
time
fit
he
a lot
played
more
the Chiefs.
Ls.
Let's go. 2 L's a year.
It's got to add room for expansion there, you know. A few more L's, throw it in there.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to switch, like... This is fine. Okay, so here's the thing about Philip Rivers. I would say way better winning percentage. 134 and 106 versus 76 and 67.
Yeah, because he played for Washington. Don't care about winning percentage. Not a quarterback stat.
Kirk has a better completion percentage. He has 3 more yards per game. Philip Rivers, I wonder if I can do, hold on. Can I do, I need to get like a,
Yeah, their passing yards per attempt
how about let's
is
do
about the
choose
same.
same seasons? Oh, God, no. Oh, I'm trying to switch it to per games, and I can't. Yeah, that's fine. I was trying to do only per game stats because it's 270. So Philip Rivers has 421 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins has 270. But I don't know.
Kirk is like 36, right?
Kirk is unsure. He's played 94 games less than Philip Rivers, so he's got to play.
How old is Kirk Cousins? 35. And then Philip Rivers retired at like 38, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
I
he had
am
more
choosing
starting
to
seasons,
compare
but-
the same number of seasons arbitrarily.
Kirk Cousins is going to throw less interceptions.
If they both played 12 seasons, Philip Rivers, who would have played almost a full season more games, Kirk Cousins still has the completion percentage, only 2,000 more yards. Kirk Cousins still has more pass yards a game, only 11 more touchdowns, essentially in a full season, which means Kirk is just better than Philip Rivers.
Or they're the same.
But he's got to do it for 6 more years.
That's
or 5
true.
more years. Philip Rivers was pretty good until the end.
In those 12 seasons, which is how many Kirk Cousins has played,
Right.
has one more Pro Bowl.
Yeah, see, Philip Rivers, so that means because he's got 4 Pro Bowls, he's got to get 4 more Pro Bowls in his last 5 years, and I'm not sure Kirk does that.
Yeah.
The only reason he might get there is because so many players turn down the Pro Bowl nowadays. And Kirk feels like the guy that'll go, you know? So, I don't know.
But overall, yeah. Overall, Philip Rivers got to 8 Pro Bowls. So
Yeah.
Philip Rivers has got to get 4 more Pro Bowls in the next 6 years.
If Kirk keeps getting close to winning a Super Bowl, if Kirk gets
hasn't
to a
been
championship
close.
game in Atlanta,
He hasn't been close to that either.
no.
No.
Yes, he has.
What? Like what?
When?
Back with Stephon Diggs and
Diggs sideline,
That
unbelievable.
was still he only got to the divisional round.
No, that was in the divisional. They made it the
so
thought
championship.
that was the wild
they
card.
won that one.
Was that not the wild card round?
No, because that was against the Saints, right? And they
Right.
won that game as a miracle in Minneapolis,
I
right?
thought that was the wild card game.
That was to
and
get
then
to
they
the championship.
lost after that to
Probably the Niners.
the Rams. It was the Rams. Yeah, it was super controversial because there was some non-calls and some PIs.
No, that was against the Saints that year.
Well, there's also same.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Same
saying. Is
situation.
Diggs
that
sideline-
game happened in the wild card round?
Is 2018, so that is the 2017 season. Because it was January 14th, 2018. It was Diggs
Okay.
sideline, unbelievable, against the Saints.
Against the Saints, and then who? They
No,
play
Case
after
Keenum threw that ball. Case Keenum threw that
that?
ball.
Yes, he did.
That wasn't.
That wasn't Kirk.
They did get to the
Kirk
championship
hasn't
game.
been to the
that
championship
was
game,
Case
though.
Keenum.
But it wasn't
That's
Kirk.
I was like, wait a minute. I was
wasn't
like,
Kirk.
something
So I
is
guess
wrong.
Kirk hasn't really been close.
No, he's not been close. He's been Phillip Rivers, like.
Philip Rivers got to a championship. Philip Rivers
Interesting.
got to a championship game or two.
Philip Rivers, also with the best offense he's ever had, didn't make the playoffs.
Best
Well,
offense and defense in the
Yeah,
league,
that
and
was hilarious.
didn't make the playoffs.
Not Philip Rivers' fault either. So, okay. So that's it. Atlanta's winning the division, unless you're Owen. When
That's
Tampa's
right,
winning the
that's
division. There's our top 5 players. There's it. We continue our march on. We're getting closer. Ever closer. What is it? So I don't
How
want to
many divisions you
calculate.
got
how many
left?
games. We've got, we've only got 4 divisions left. We've got the AFC East. We've got the NFC North. And we've got the AFC South.
Okay.
And we have people for all 3 of those. So we're set then.
AFC
honestly.
South's going to be a fun one. That's just a fun division this year.
God, man, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we're having Tyler Lee come on, so that's always a fun one to have
yeah.
on, too. You never know what he's going to say. I can't remember who we had for the AFC South last year.
Tyler,
I don't feel like it was Tyler.
was it one of the people that we don't know?
Man, never forget.
Was
Shout
it
out
Evan?
that.
Oh no, it was Evan, wasn't it?
Who?
Evan?
Did we have Evan come on and do it?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds right. Well, we had Evan as our NFC South guy one year, or our NFC West guy one time, because he had a buddy at work who was a Seattle fan that wrote down all the predictions for him.
So he was
he was
Seattle adjacent.
Yeah.
Because he was
Yeah.
too shy to come on the show, but he wrote down the picks.
Yeah. Sorry, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Also, I just saw a rumor on Twitter that there's a rumor circulating that Joe Biden is dead.
No.
Already?
There's a rumor circulating because they haven't
See you in
seen.
hell,
They
Joe.
just haven't seen him. He's an old man with COVID. He's just staying at home. If
See
he was
you in
crazy,
hell,
See you
Joe.
in.
what? What did you say?
He said, "See you in hell."
Jesus Christ. Hold on. I'm pretty close. Can the Bengals really do it again? Every game in the AFC East. Hold on, I'm almost there. AFC East again. I swear we already did that. NFC North. Hold on. What the fuck? Okay. NFC North. Oh, sorry. This is unprofessional. AFC East. I know we need to leave. I know we need to get out of here. I know we're done. We said AFC East twice. That was the NFC West game, which was terrible. It was a terrible episode because my fan was on the entire time on my thing. Is anyone good in the AFC South? There it is. Hold on. It was Evan. It was Evan for that one. So there you go. All right. We're done. That's it.
All right.
Way,
Thank you.
come on, you Buccaneers! Always known I'm a huge Buccaneers fan. You know, I've always said it. Always. Shout out to my uncle.
I'm less and less confident in the Falcons now. All the bird teams choke, so
That's true.
You do know that
Ravens, Cardinals.
the Ravens the Falcons F is a falcon. Did you know that? A lot of people didn't know that. They thought it was just a fluffy F.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a falcon flying.
Wait. I always knew it was a Falcon. I never knew it was an F.
Are you serious?
People thought it was a fluffy F?
I did, yeah.
I at no point did I
It
think
looked
it
like
was a
an
fluffy
F with feathers. I didn't know. It
I
was an
can't
actual
believe you
bird.
thought it was a fluffy F. It's always looked like a falcon. It's hard to
It's
see
just
the F.
the symbol, right?
I don't think it's
just
hard to
an
see the F.
like in falcon shape.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a
But
falcon.
what did you always see it as first?
It depends on the logo because they've had a few.
I
different logos.
genuinely have always thought it was just an F. Like, I mean, like obviously I've known that it's a falcon for a while, but growing up, I thought it was just an F that that had feathers.
This one. Did you think this was an F or a falcon?
A falcon.
Yes.
100% a falcon.
And then if you look a little longer, it becomes an F.
I always thought it was an F with feathers.
Yeah, I actually didn't think of it as an F shape. at
No,
all.
never really thought of it as an F. That blows my mind that you've only been thinking that as an F with feathers.
Well, not since I've become an adult.
Right.
When I was a kid.
But no, I've only ever understood it as a falcon.
Huh. What about the Eagles? Do you know that the Eagles is the only left-facing logo so that the feathers can make an E?
Yeah, but that one's a very sneaky.
That one's much harder to see.
That's a sneaky.
It just reminds me, for K-State, the Power Cat, I never saw it as a cat, ever. It always looked like some sort of demented face. Like,
it doesn't really look like a cat that much.
Doesn't look like a cat that much.
No.
It looks like a weird demented face to me. Like it's
It looks like all
smiling,
of the high schools around me.
I can see that. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I've never really been able to see it as a cat somehow. Like I can
Just
tell
a peek
why.
inside my sick and twisted mind.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like you look at it, and obviously the eyes are right there. And
What
he's
if
like,
what if instead of
see,
the
I have the
Atlanta?
eyes that
What if
gap
instead
right
of the
there.
Atlanta?
oh, this? That's an ear.
No. So in the front, see where the teeth are for the cat.
That's where you said the eyeball
That's where
was?
the eye is. So the dark space.
What?
The dark space
Okay,
is
hold
the
on.
eye,
Now I'm gonna look at this real quick. Hold
What?
on.
You're getting unhinged now.
right? Okay, so the dark space is the eye, and the first curve down, and the dark space, that is the smile.
I'm not seeing that at all.
You don't see it?
No. What?
Yeah, so this is the eye. The side-facing profile. This
Yeah.
is the eye.
Dude, what?
It's some sort
This
of
is an
weird
eyeball, and where's the smile?
Just this dark curve.
Guys, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna start playing the outro real quick. Real quick shout out to our patrons over at patreon.com/opendisaster. Shout out Aaron,
I can't see that.
Joe, Skylar, Dylan, Oz, and Mailbox Kansas City, now open in the Iron District.
If you have any weird opinions on the K-State Power Cat, please email us or
Make sure to comment on the YouTube video.
You can
Comment on Spotify.
You can now comment on Spotify.
We can see your comments on Spotify. I just went through the comments on Spotify. It was Aaron calling us gay. Thanks, Aaron. Really nice.
Actually?
Yes. Really nice of you to do that. And he commented on one, he commented gay, and on the other one, he commented too long. This is correct. But
Hey, you know what? You know what I'll say about that? Ni hao to our listeners in Beijing specifically.
yes,
And Shanghai.
Yes. Twitter.com/OwenGoshDom, Twitter.com/Steam Machine. If you're listening to this on Spotify and you want to watch this, because we do have a visual aid that's up, Open Disaster Productions on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff.
If you
Adam?
subscribe to the Patreon enough, we'll get Spotify for podcasters, and then we can upload it as a video on Spotify. But yeah, we gotta have more.
But nobody watches
subscribers
videos on Spotify anyways. It's a dumb medium.
I lied about my Twitter handle earlier.
Okay.
It's your boy Adam B.
first. Yeah, I knew
That's
that's
what
right.
it
It's your
is.
boy.
That's
Adam.
right. Yeah, it is your boy Adam B. So there you go. Your boy Adam B on Twitter. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Adam.
Thank you.
We will see you guys
Hell
next
yeah.
week here.
Denver Broncos are terrible. I'm gonna say it on every episode.
Thanks, Owen.